He's quite emotional there, as you can see. Neil Warnock, it has been a very emotional few months. The Emiliano Sala tragedy during the January transfer window hit this club, and Neil in particular, very hard indeed, and it has ended with relegation. And he's quite right, isn't he, when he says they're a familiar tale. They had 18 shots today. They didn't get the goals to win the game that would have taken this to the final game of the season.
Well, if you look, I mean, it's only Huddersfield, isn't it, who's got scored fewer goals than Cardiff have. And it was those missed opportunities that have cost them again today. I thought Neil Warnock, though, spoke very well there, carried the club. It's an emotional time. They're still singing his name. That may give us some idea of whether he's going to stay for the fight to get the club back up again. But it's a very sad day when you've been involved in relegation. If you've been there, Jake, I can tell you it's the worst day of your career. But these players will have to bounce back. I think Gunnarsson there, you're looking at him, he's off now to pastures new. But the rest of them, they'll be all wondering about their futures. But today's a sad day for Cardiff.
I think he was spot on, Neil Warnock, when he said the limitations of his team have cost him, and that's what it's all about. I haven't seen Cardiff as much as Danny, but you can only focus on what you've seen of them today and other times when you've seen them for the full 90 minutes. And today was typical of how this season went. The first half of the game, I thought they were really poor considering what was on the line. And then the second half, they go a little bit more direct. They start to win things. They start to get a little bit of pressure up there, and they make chances. And unfortunately, you cannot have those, two opposite sides of the game condensed into 90 minutes, because you're going to concede goals all the time, unfortunately.
Let's talk about his future. He told us ahead of kick-off that he fancies sticking around next season to fight to get back into the Premier League. Is that the right thing for him and the right thing for Cardiff?
It remains to be seen. I think obviously everybody will have to sit down, and the owner will have to look at things and what he wants to do going forward. We know what Neil's like with regards to getting teams to the promised land, getting teams to the Premier League. There's no one better at it, but maybe at this level with the style of play, whether Cardiff can sustain a long-term future in the Premier League, I'm not so sure. I think they are limited, and that's not just down to the players. I think maybe the manager a little bit as well. So certainly the owner will have to look at things and how they're going to move forward.